that's who I am, that's what I do, and today I'm going to share with you guys a study that us coaches in Everett have been working on for just about 2 years now. To set the framework for it, I think it's really important to ask yourselves as coaches, do you know how goals are scored? Do you allocate practice time to how goals are scored? Important to think about, important to know, important to have the answer to that question. So much like Mr. Cooper here is doing, he told me in San Jose, us coaches in Everett spend about 3 weeks breaking down in our software every NHL playoff game. We break it down by breakouts, forechecks, face-offs, everything you can think of. What I'm going to share with you guys today is 2 years ago we broke down every NHL playoff goal. So we broke down the goals by shot type, shot location, numbers on the ice, system, deactivity, line rush for numbers. Every possible thing you can think of how you would break down a goal is what we did. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. Why did we do it? Why would you spend your good summer breaking down NHL video? Well, we want to be the most current coaching staff we can possibly be. We want to make sure that we're coaching our players to be ready for the NHL. And so that's why we do it. We just want to make sure that what we're teaching in skill development is exactly what they're going to need at the next level. So the data that I'm going to share with you, 503 goals from the NHL, but I also myself broke down every goal that the Everett Silvertips scored this season in the exact same way. From that, I'm just going to share with you 2 areas from that massive study, and there's unbelievable data that we got from it, but for me, the 2 things that really stuck out was shot types and shot locations. So in your handout, you'll see the shot types there listed the same way. On the second page, you'll see the written definitions. Just so we're all on the same page, I'm going to buzz through some examples of exactly what I'm talking about. So for me, wrist shots, snapshots, you've controlled the puck for longer than a second, you take a wind-up lower than your ankles. For me, a one-timer is you never stop the puck, you use a shooting motion, but it can be off a pass, rebound, doesn't matter. For me, this is also a one-timer. It goes off the backboards and we one-time it into the net. For me, that's still a one-timer. A slap shot is you've controlled a puck, you take a wind-up higher than your ankles. For me, a backhand shot, I didn't create a backhand one-time category. If you whacked it in or controlled it, but you shot that puck on your backhand and it went in the net, I count it as a backhand. For me, a tip or deflection is you never used a shooting motion. So a slap pass into like a high tip in the slot, for me, I count it as a tip. You never use a shooting motion, you never stop the puck. For me, a deke is when you use fakes, dekes, lateral movement for me is the key on dekes. If you're close to the goalie using lateral movement, I count it as a deke. For me, a pass is when 2 offensive players are trying to make a play to each other and it goes off a defending player and in the net. Those are my definitions, folks. Here's your job. On the paper provided, I want you to rank them from most common to least common. It turns out that far and away, one-timers are the most common shot types for goals in the NHL. This is the NHL results. This is not our Everett Silvertips. If you look at this in a graph, it's even more stunning. When you look at it in a graph, it's even more shocking for me. Anyway, so that's at the NHL level. How much different is the WHL? How much different was the Everett Silvertips this year? It turns out not very different. This was our team this past season. Almost identical order. The only difference is backhand and slap shot are inverted. But again, one-timer is far and away the most common shot type for goals for our team. Again, in a graph.